This section's about our delivery terms and conditions, and to explain to you what we can and we can't do. You place an order with us. We have a vast array of products. Some of them are delivered by carrier, for example carports, in 2 or 3 days. Some of them are delivered by specialist couriers, and I mean specialist. You know, I'm not about UPS. Nothing, there's no wrong with UPS or TNT or whoever, but our products are glass products, and they have to be handled and treated with care, and we don't have confidence that the various carriers can actually do that. So we use specialist carriers or our own transport, and we very rarely have a problem. But let me tell you how it works. Some of our products take up to 4 to 6 weeks to be delivered. You are informed about this at the point of order. Very often I find people don't listen. There's no two ways about that. The number of times a confrontation comes across my desk and my staff are very well drilled. They're all saying exactly the same thing, which is, you know, this is the length of time this product gets to you, and then people don't listen and want to argue with us later, and as I say, these things always arrive at my desk. It's quite frustrating, really. But to look at the positive, we're unable to give you a morning or afternoon, a time delivery at all. Can't do it. If it's a courier, depending on the product, they won't give us a time delivery. So that's end of story. Depending on the product, carports, for example, being one of them, you're told it will be 2-3 days, and I'm afraid it's up to you to sit in and wait for it. If you don't like that, well, there's not a huge amount I can do. TNT and these various couriers won't give me a time delivery. If it's one of our specialist couriers, what we do offer, because I appreciate that not everybody wants to sit in for hours and hours and hours on end waiting for a delivery, because the thought that goes through your mind is, oh, will it turn up? Well, in honesty, we very, very, very rarely let anybody down, and I mean very rarely. It does happen very occasionally when a driver goes over his driving time and there's nothing can be done about it. We had an instance recently where, rather annoyingly, and I don't mind this bit, it was a glass product and it got broken on the van, and the driver didn't ring us or ring the customer to tell either us or him, and that I must be honest, that annoys me, because that's just letting a customer down when there's no real need. The minute that product was discovered to be broken, somebody should have been informed, and you know, something should have been done about it. And that does annoy me when we let nice people down. We got the goods to the guy, and he was happy. But what we do is we will call you when we're on certain products. Now, this is not all products. On certain products, when we are an hour away, if that suits you, you are offered this service at the point of order. You're also offered this service when we're booking the delivery in. We ask that you give us a correct telephone number so that we can make sure we're contacting the right person on the right phone number, that we're not upsetting you in any way, shape or form. Believe you me, we're very diligent here, and we as a company take our responsibilities very, very serious. You know, you've spent money with us, and we want to make sure that you have as little inconvenience as possible. But I don't know, we get people who ask every single question in the world when they're placing an order. Who are we? What are we? Why are we? Are we bankrupt? Are we financially stable? And then what never ceases to amaze me is, oh yeah, just leave it round the back. Well, I think, well, that's no answer. It's a glass product. It can't just be left round the back. You have to be there to receive it. We offer what's known as, and it is standard within the delivery industry, we offer what's known as curbside delivery. Now what that means is, our driver, due to health and safety, will bring the goods to the end of the van, to the tailgate, if you want to put it like that, and it's up to you to offload those goods and see them safely into your premises. Some goods, like glass doors for example, it would be advisable, given that you won't have any experience of handling such large and heavy and thick pieces of glass, it would be advisable you have two people there. Now, the drivers are nice people, and very often they will assist in unloading, but it has to be understood they're under no obligation to. It's to do with health and safety and insurance policies. You need to make sure that you're capable and have sufficient people there to unload the goods. With one guy who ordered a sheet of, we stopped selling this size anyway, ordered a sheet of polycarbonate, 6 meters by 2.1 meters, and just refused to be there to accept delivery. And it's a big story, but I'm not going to give you the whole story, and insisted that our driver would be able to handle that. And again, you know, it ends up at my desk, but that is so crassly stupid, it's untrue. I think, in honesty, from memory, the only way that polycarbonate was going into that guy's house or back garden was over the roof, but I might be getting that mixed up with something else. There's no way in the world anybody, I don't care who you are, can unload a sheet that size. But this man insisted that we could, and I just said to the driver, bring it back. I gave the guy his money back because he was an idiot. I mean, you know, simple fact of life, he was a crassly stupid idiot. We had another guy that, and it's funny how these people always come on the phone ranting and raving. They want to know everything at the point of order, which we have no problem with. We're very transparent. We publish our company registration number, our VAT registration number, and all the rest. So we have no problem with people looking at us. It's a matter of public record anyway. But then it never ceases to amaze me that at the point of delivery, they treat the goods like a CD from Amazon or a DVD from Play, and it isn't that. These are breakable products, and you have to be there to accept them, inspect them, and satisfy yourself that they're in good order. Simple as that. Because they're glass products, if you come on to us a week later, a month later, saying, oh, my contractors was fitting it and it broke, well, believe you me, I've been in the glass trade for in excess of 40 years, and a piece of glass doesn't just break, doesn't spontaneously combust unless it's been mishandled or mistreated. So our rule is, we have no problem delivering. It's curbside delivery. we'll bring it to the end of the van, and I'm sorry to bang on about this, but people don't listen, so I figure, well, you're going to listen to this, and if you don't like what I'm saying, well then you ain't going to place an order. I'd prefer that than having a load of trouble with you. With one guy who left an 89-year-old granny to accept delivery, with another guy who left his disabled wife to accept delivery, and with another guy that left his pregnant wife to accept delivery. And a funny thing, all three of these people come on ranting and raving. Even though we fulfilled the delivery, the driver decided he could manage it, and we fulfilled the delivery, but they all come on ranting and raving. And I think, well, my wife's not pregnant, disabled, and she's most certainly not 89. I wouldn't leave her to accept a delivery. I employ people here. Either I would be on hand, or I would get some of the people I employ to be on hand to accept the delivery. It's as simple as that. We're reasonable people. The vast majority of our customers, and I'm being told to wind this up because we're running out of memory card. The vast majority of people, and you'll hear me say this all the time, are as right as rain. But you always get the odd unreasonable person. I'm fairly sure in your trade, your business, your occupation, you'll come across them. I don't suffer fools gladly, and I don't put up with them. It's as simple as that. Over and out.